So let's start this video with the official competitors list for the next Olympia qualifier. And that is going to be Italy Pro, which is scheduled this upcoming weekend. And the one name that stands out the most here, that is Rubiel Mosquera aka Nexzilla. Now I know many people out there, they were not very impressed with his conditioning at this year's Dubai Pro Show. But him just committing to another show, that itself, that is a win for him. And honestly, if he can tighten up a bit more, if he can bring more conditioning, which is something that he's supposed to do, as he's gonna be dieting for one more week. So if he comes in with more detail and more separation, this I must say is a very good chance for him to win his first pro show and secure his Olympia spot. So the other name that stands out, that is Andrea Presti, who just finished second at this year's China Pro Show, which was scheduled on the same weekend as Dubai Pro. Although you have got to feel a bit bad for Andrea Presti, as he's gonna have to stand next to a guy who has, without any shadow of a doubt, the biggest legs in bodybuilding at the moment, and the lower half of Presti that we all know is a very weak body part. That is his biggest weakness. But on the other hand, Presti most probably is gonna be in a superb condition. So another guy, Adolf Burhat, he looked awesome at this year's Dubai Pro Show, although he was outside of that top 7. But he can certainly be in the mix at this upcoming show. Now it is actually very shocking to see neither Muhammad Fadha nor Nathan Diasha in that show, because any one of these guys, they could have easily won this show. So Nathan is very frustrated with his Dubai Pro placing. Now we get it. But that is easy money for him and also another pro win on his resume. Now if there is a visa issue with Muhammad Fadha for Italy Pro, then him skipping this show, that is totally understandable. But if that isn't the case, then I'm afraid it can cost him his Olympia qualification for this year. But if I'm not mistaken, I do remember him saying that he did not get his visa for Europe. So Muhammad Fadha worked with Patrick Tour for merely 2 weeks, and he still brought one of the best looks of his career. So he could have been a very big favorite to win this show, and we all saw his potential, especially when the judges compared him to Behrouz Tabani. I guess Muhammad Fadha wants to have a proper off-season with Patrick Tour, but this could have been done after he did probably 1 or maybe 2 more shows. But maybe he has some other reasons that we do not know about. Now the same can be said about Ali Edward too. So his coach and his team telling him that he could be top 3 at this past Dubai Pro, that in my opinion was totally delusional. I mean, this is a show, Italy Pro, where Ali could have been in the top 2, possibly fighting for the win, because he was placed right behind Rubiel at this year's Dubai Pro Show.